another season preview for you guys, as today we're going to be looking at the Cleveland Guardians. No intro needed, let's jump right into the video. Coming into last season, the Guardians didn't have too much expectations, but they surprised everyone as they went 92-70 and won the AL Central. They were ultimately eliminated by the Yankees in the ALDS in 5 games, but it was still a huge success for Cleveland in 2022. And for Cleveland fans, this is nothing new, as last season was the 5th time they made the postseason in the past 7 years. And coming into 2023, things are looking up yet again. This offseason, they signed one of the biggest names on the market in Josh Bell. Now, on the flip side, they did lose their starting catcher last season in Austin Hedges, but they did pick up Mike Zunino, who in my opinion is pretty much the same player as Hedges. Looking at Cleveland's offense last season, they weren't necessarily great, as they had a .699 team OPS, which ranked 16th, and 127 home runs, which ranked 29th. Now, when looking at the projected lineup, we have to start with their superstar in Jose Ramirez, who last year was great yet again as he hit .280 with 29 home runs and 20 stolen bases. Ramirez is one of the most consistent hitters in baseball. He has been great year after year for Cleveland, and this past season he got much better defensively, so that's another added plus to his game. Another good bat in this offense is Andres Gimenez. He broke out and surprised everyone last year as he hit .297 with 17 home runs and 20 stolen bases. On top of the great offensive production he put up, he was also one of the best defensive second basemen in baseball, and going into this season, I don't think that's going to change. They also have Ahmed Rosario, who is quietly a really good shortstop. Last year, he hit .283 with 11 home runs and 18 stolen bases. And similar to many other players in this lineup, he's not only a good offensive player, but he's also great with the glove. As mentioned earlier, they picked up Josh Bell from the Padres, who last year hit .266 with 17 home runs and a .784 OPS. Bell is going to be a big piece to this offense. I think he's going to be hitting in the 4 or 5 slot and is going to get plenty of RBI opportunities. They also have Steven Kwan, who was one of the best rookies in baseball last season as he hit .298 with 6 home runs and 19 stolen bases. And no surprise here, but Kwan was one of the best defensive outfielders in baseball as he nearly won a Gold Glove. As mentioned earlier, they also picked up Mike Zunino. He's not the best offensive catcher as he only hit .148 with 5 home runs last season, but he is pretty decent defensively. Another bat in this lineup we can't forget about is Josh Naylor, who had a career year last season as he hit .256 with 20 home runs. Another solid outfielder in this lineup is Oscar Gonzalez. Last year in limited time, he hit .296 with 11 home runs and a .788 OPS. Gonzalez came through for the Guardians last year when it mattered most, and with a full season ahead of him this year, I think he could quietly be a really good outfielder. And for the final outfield spot, they have Miles Straw, who last year hit .221 with 21 stolen bases. He's not the best offensive outfielder, but of course he's a great outfielder defensively. And when looking at this team's prospects, it is just ridiculous. All in all, they have 7 top 100 prospects, 4 of which are on the offensive side of things in Jorge Valera, Bo Naylor, Brian Rocchio, and Chase DeLauder. So as a whole, I think the Guardians are going to improve offensively this season with the addition of Josh Bell and the plethora of prospects they have who could pretty much fill any of the small holes they have in their major league lineup right now. Now getting on to their pitching, it was one of the league's best last season as they had a 3.46 team ERA, which ranked 6th in all of baseball. Shane Bieber is a clear-cut ace of the staff, as last season in 200 innings he posted a 2.88 ERA with 198 strikeouts. They have another all-star caliber starter in Tristan McKenzie, who last year in 192 innings posted a 2.96 ERA with 190 strikeouts. They also have Cal Quantrill, who is very underrated. I think he's an all-star caliber pitcher. Last season in 186 innings, he posted a 3.38 ERA. For the back end of the rotation, it looks like Zach Plesac is going to be an option, as last year in 132 innings, he posted a 4.31 ERA. And for the 5th and final spot in this rotation, I think it's going to go to Aaron Savali, who last year in 97 innings had a 4.92 ERA. And on top of the really good starting rotation they already have, they have 3 top 100 pitching prospects who could make an impact this season in Daniel Espino, Gavin Williams, and Tanner Bibby. So this starting rotation was close to top 5 last season, and I think it's going to be right around the top 5 yet again. Now getting onto their bullpen, similar to their starting rotation, it is great as they had a 3.05 bullpen ERA last year, which ranked 5th in baseball. This bullpen is headed by, in my opinion, the best closer in baseball today, in Emmanuel Clase, who last year posted a 1.36 ERA with 42 saves. They also have one of the best 8th inning arms in baseball in James Karinchak, who last year posted a 2.08 ERA. Oh, and they also have 4 other pitchers who last year had a sub 3.5 ERA in Trevor Stephan, Elijah Morgan, Enyel De Los Santos, and Sam Hentges. So like I said, this bullpen was dominant last year, and I expect a lot of the same this year. Alright, so now that we went through this roster top to bottom, let's take a look at their 2023 outlook record-wise. If you couldn't tell by now, I am all in on the Guardians this year. With the addition of Josh Bell and what seems like the endless amount of top 100 prospects they have, I think they are going to improve off of last year's 92-win season. For their win-loss total, I think they're going to be right around 100 wins. I think they have a really good chance at being the best team in the American League, not named the Astros. And it's just crazy to think that the Guardians, they're not only going to be good this year, they're going to be one of the best teams in baseball over the next 10 years. They have so many top 100 prospects, on top of already having one of the best young major league rosters in the league. Call me crazy, but they sort of remind me of the Astros minus all the losing and tanking. So yeah, Cleveland fans, you guys are going to have a lot to watch over the next couple seasons. The Guardians are a dynasty in the making. Let me know what you guys think of the Guardians down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.